Lycos, have you considered a rhombus recently?
No. Why?
You know what a rhombus is, right?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I feel like we've done a couple of episodes on assigning Sonic characters to arbitrary things recently, and my mind was thinking, like, what if shapes?
Hold up. Are you saying we're going to take some of our favorite Sonic characters and associate them with shapes?
I feel that maybe you think that this is an easy task, and that it's trivial. But I'll have you know, it's not just trivial, it's also trigonometrical.
I bet. Let's go.
Let me give you a couple of examples just to get your mind going, right?
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog runs forever, Mobius strip, one-sided figure.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Are you following me?
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay. Rouge the Bat, heart on the chest, a heart, a cardioid. Still with me?
The heck is a cardioid?
Kind of like a proper name for a heart, except without the point. It's technically in a class of families called limaisons or cardioids. Trigonometry.
Okay.
Are you still with me?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Consider Infinite the Jackal. He's got the Phantom Ruby. The Phantom Ruby quite literally is an icosahedron embedded in his chest. So he would be an icosahedron.
Okay.
Does all that kind of make sense?
I can see the logic here.
Great. And even if it doesn't, we're going to do the episode anyways.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Look, give me a character.
Knuckles.
Knuckles. Smooth. A little bit dumb in a way, but very determined. How do you represent the hard-headed nature of the last remaining echidna in any other way than a very, very uniquely skewed ellipsoid?
What the heck is an ellipsoid?
Take a circle, extend it into an oval.
Okay.
That's an ellipsoid. Like an ellipse, but ellipsoid-ish. So it still retains that bean-like pill form.
I was just about to say, why don't we just call it an oval?
I don't know if there's a proper term for it. But if you take the circle that could be Knuckles and extend it into an ellipsoid oval and then pinch it at the center and make the two ends of it the big fists, you've got the shape of a peanut. And I don't believe that shape has an official name. Just the peanut shape. Knuckles is a peanut shell. In terms of arbitrarily mapping Sonic characters to shapes, I imagine that the peanut also has a texture. I'm thinking it's furry. That makes sense. Or actually kind of spiny. Red in color. If you cracked open the peanut shape that Knuckles happens to be, I don't think you'd find anything on the inside.
You would find a piece of the Master Emerald.
One single piece.
The one that was embedded in his brain.
But what shape is that piece?
I was thinking like a really thin rhombus.
But like in 3 dimensions, right? Like an octahedron almost, but like really, really extended and really thin.
Yes.
And it's green, right? We can only hope so.
Oh, yeah.
What shape do you think the Master Emerald would be? And you can't say diamond.
Oh, no, I was just about to say, if our listeners at home are thinking diamond, you're right, but you're also silly because that's too simple.
There's nothing simple about the Master Emerald.
If you think about it, isn't a diamond shaped just a really fancy obtuse triangle?
Elaborate.
I have an image here of a obtuse triangle, and I'm like, I feel like if you just put it like so one side's pointing down, so it's like this, you can't really see that, and then if you just stretch it a bit, you have just the same general, well, I guess that'd just be an equilateral triangle then.
No, I see the vision. You take the obtuse triangle, and then you skew it to the side, and then you rotate it all the way around an axis that points directly upwards. And then you take that obtuse triangle, you flip it 180 degrees, make it small again, do the same rotational motion, and then fill it all in the center, and then you've got that thing.
You see where I'm going with that.
No, I see that. Wait, I have the technology. I have a piece of paper. I'm going to draw on this piece of paper 2 obtuse triangles. Observe these triangles.
Yep.
I will make for you the Master Emerald. Observe! If we take this obtuse triangle and we tilt it, and then we rotate on an axis that is pointing straight up, so we rotate it around my finger.
Yep.
Right? We get a shape that kind of looks like that triangle. Rotate around.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying here?
No,
See that?
Yeah, no, I see that.
Check that out. But now all we have is the outside, and all we gotta do is take that other one, pop it somewhere on the inside. Actually, we pretty much have it already.
Yeah, no, we don't need that other one.
I don't even need this.
No.
The Master Emerald is
An obtuse triangle.
Isn't that beautiful? That's mathematics, kids.
Mathematics is absolutely beautiful.
And naturally, while we're on the subject, this is Knuckles the Echidna.
He's a peanut.
Peanut, look at those fists.
Exactly.
Just 2 fists with a small sliver of the emerald on the inside of it.
Absolutely beautiful.
This is a story all about how my peanut got flipped, turned upside down. I took an obtuse triangle, spun it around, and now I've got Knuckles the Echidna and the Master Emerald.
Heck yeah, you do.
Let me get my blackboard ready for the next one.
Of course.
There's more.
So
more
the next one, I'm thinking this one is pretty simple. Charmy bee, a hexagon.
Go on. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, bees, they are magnificent creatures. And when they construct like honeycombs, what shape are they? Or like what shape
Hexagons.
are the chambers? Yeah, they're hexagon shaped.
Hexagons.
So,
Dude, Charmy Bee's so easy. Yeah.
yeah, he's literally just hexagon.
Hexagon. And then we've got Charmy Bee's little helmet in here, little thing.
His little antennae.
Got some wings in there.
Exactly,
There we
it's
go.
Charmy. There we go, his iconic smile. It's Charmy Bee. Perfect.
But what about the rest of the Cameroxn team?
For Espio, I'm thinking of a loon.
I'm sorry, what?
A loon. It's almost like a crescent, but it's like one of the ends is curved and it's thicker than a crescent.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you meant the dictionary definition LOON, loon, coming from the early 19th century short for lunatic, meaning a silly or foolish person.
No,
I was going to say, watch your mouth.
I'm talking about a loon, L-U-N-E.
L-U-N-E. I gotta Google this shape. It sounds like a moon. A two-dimensional arc-defined convex concave area.
It reminds me of his horn.
Yeah, or like a cashew. Yeah, dude, cashew shape.
Ah, wow. Yeah, I
It's-
didn't even think that. Yeah, that totally is a loon.
There we go. Almost kind of bean-like in a way. We got Espio.
Yeah.
That is the horn. The rest of them is just like a little rectangle right down here. Like, there we go. Now you can see our buddy.
Yep, there he is. And now
There
we
he
need the leader of our little trio. We got Vector. What are you thinking for Vector? I have one right now, and it's silly.
A piece of me thinks a very long trapezoid, but I want to hear your rationale.
I was thinking specifically a right triangle. Hear me out. Cameron,
Okay.
could you draw a right triangle for me on the board, please?
Is this right triangle also isosceles, or is it obtuse?
It's not really obtuse. Just draw me like just a generic right triangle.
You can tell it is because of that square in the corner.
Heck yeah, it is. So now by that perfect little square, that perfect 90 degree, draw some legs.
You mean like this?
Yes, perfect. Now, halfway up that 90 degree angle, draw some arms.
You mean like that? You mean like that?
And now, at the tip of that, as high as you can go, you draw a little, let's call it an oval for a lack of a better word.
I can fill in the details. I got you. I got you. Here's his headphones.
Yes.
There's his little teepees.
That's his
right
tail.
inside here.
No,
Oh, that's his tail?
That's his tail.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, it's tail. Okay, well, we got the little spikes up the tail, and then we've got his mouth.
It's Vector.
If Team Chaotix were just a bunch of abstractly drawn shapes, Charmy Bee would be a hexagon, Espio the Chameleon would be a lune, there's his little face on the bottom, and then Vector the Crocodile is a right triangle with embellishments. I'm in existential crisis! I'm top heavy. I'm doing just fine.
These remind me of like the origami monsters that we have right now in Monster Hunter Wilds because of some graphical stuff with the game. When they load in, like they're missing their texture, so they just looks like these morphic blobs and shapes. That's what these guys are reminding me of, and I kind of love it.
Lycos, tell me.
Yes.
Would you take this beautiful trio home with you?
Yes, I would.
Would you put them on the refrigerator?
Yes, I would.
In a heartbeat.
I would turn them into marketable plushies.
I like it. It's Vector the right Vector, Charmigon, and Espaloon. I didn't realize that this episode of LoreX was going to be the start of our merchandise campaign.
Oh, I love them though. All right.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna throw a curveball in your direction.
Okay, who we got?
Remember Cosmo from Sonic X?
Yes, I remember Cosmo.
What shape would she be?
My first thought is something very round, because she's got like almost these like Princess Leia hair bun deals kind of going on, except they're like buds and they're more oval shape. But I don't think an oval fits her very well.
I hear you. I think I got an idea though.
Okay.
You know those little things on her head?
Yeah.
They kind of look like buds of a flower.
Yep.
You could also say that the cross section of them looks like a leaf.
Mm-hmm.
I think very specifically. Oh, let me clear my board first.
Goodbye, Team
I
Chaotix.
realize that this episode of LoreX doesn't function well without a visual component.
Yeah.
Imagine for yourself, my beautiful audience, a two-cornered chamfered rectangle. I'll show you what I mean.
I was just about to say, I have no idea what you're talking about, so enlighten me.
Here is a rectangle. Now what I'm going to do is miraculously round 2 of those corners. Only 2 of them. So now, if I erase this, oh gosh, I've made a mess. Kind of looks like a leaf.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Right?
Yeah.
Aside from just pointing at that and calling it a leaf, I would say that that is a 2 chamfered corner rectangle or a bi-chamfered rectangle. What does chamfering even mean? Hold on.
I don't
think I
even
need
know,
a
because
dictionary.
I've never heard of this shape until now.
A symmetrical sloping surface at an edge or corner. Try to pronounce chamfer, like a chamois, but put a T in front of it. Chamfer.
Chamfer. That's an interesting sound.
There was a joke that I could make here regarding Cosmo, and I'm not going to make it.
Oh, no. Cameron, what shape do you think of when you think of Tikal?
I feel like the easy answer is a fuzzy sphere, because that's kind of what she looks like in Sonic Adventure.
Well, yeah, that's like the easy answer for her ball form, but I'm more referring to like her full body form.
It's got more layers than that. I would like to introduce to you the concept of multiple dimensions. Imagine what a sphere looks like. You take a circle, you extend it into the 3rd dimension. You feed it a little bit until it gets a bit round around the other dimensional edges.
Okay.
Consider the possibility that instead of extending that sphere into the 3rd dimension that we're familiar with, we extend it into the 4th dimension, then the 5th dimension, and the 6th and 7th dimension. This arbitrarily dimensional sphere could be called an N-sphere or a higher order hypersphere. It's not just a sphere. It's a spherical circle with spherical edges, spherical sides, spherical insides, a spherical circumference, a spherical surface, a spherical tangent, a hypersphere. It's so spherical that I cannot even comprehend how to describe it. Just like what it's like being dead.
It's also hard to even imagine because you're saying that this thing is still a sphere in other dimensions beyond the 3rd.
Here are a few images of the hypersphere from groups.csale.mit.edu. Don't feel like you have to comprehend any of this. I, for one, cannot comprehend the concept of death, so now we're in the same boat.
Whoa. Yeah, I can't comprehend any of this. This looks like abstract art.
I'm going to try to dumb it down for you, Lycos. I'm going to give you my artist's rendition of a hypersphere that is similar to Tikal.
Okay.
I'm going to start with a sphere. Beautiful sphere. Look at that roundness. Here's 2 dimensions. Here's the 3rd dimension. I don't know. I'm trying my best here. Kind of looks like a hot cross bun. Do not say that about Tikal. It's disrespectful. I'm going to take this and rotate it in some dimension that none of us can comprehend. Are you ready?
Yes.
I might need to do this a couple more times.
For our listeners at home, Cameron is proceeding to throw his marker at his drawing of a sphere.
There's a point to this, I promise. And now that I have introduced multiple axes of rotation, I'm going to connect all of the points on my original circle to these other dots here. I'm not gonna do too many.
Yeah, this is like an artist trick. Okay. From these points, he's drawing these lines across the rest of this sphere. So it's going to look like a bunch of scribbles because unfortunately that's just how it is. But that will be the best way to try and perceive this in 4 dimensions.
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily say the best way. Neither of us are authorities on this.
No, we are not.
Now all we need to do is give it eyes, I guess.
It kind of looks like she's crying.
I don't know if Tikal can experience emotions the same way that we can in the 10 millionth dimension.
I feel like she can though, because she's happy that we help out Chaos.
But it's not just happy or sad, Lycos. It's hyper happy
and hyper sad.
I've just become hyper aware of my 3-dimensional being and my 3-dimensional sadness and melancholy.
Tikal having the oddest one-upping. It's like, oh, you can just be sad. I'm hyper sad because I'm sad in multiple dimensions beyond your 3-dimensional existence. Meanwhile, Knuckles is just like, Tikal, I just spilled my juice box. I don't need existential crises in my mind.
Darn you, Knuckles, with your bean-shaped sadness.
How about Eggman? Do you have a shape in mind for Eggman? Because I have a shape in mind for Eggman. By the way, if you're thinking an egg, no, I'm not going to be that basic, that predictable.
What about a hyper egg?
No, get your hyper and multi-dimensionalness out of here. Eggman in their world is only in 3 dimensions. Tikal's an exception here because she's dead.
Whoa, dude. Way to state the elephant in the room, or rather the echidna. who's not in the room.
The echidna ghost.
Ouch.
But Eggman, I associate him with a pyramid because he tends to have a lot of desert bases.
I like that.
I was afraid
wait
you
a
were going to go like, oh, really? It's because he has so many bases. Because he does. He ends up having a lot of them, and he tends to build them like pyramids. Maybe he looked at ancient Egyptian architecture and was just like, you know what? I like that. I'm going to try to camouflage my base, even though it's not going to work because you can see my Eggman face all over the dang thing. But I'll just build like one. Oh, I'm not happy with one. Build a few more. Egg pawns. I'm bored. Build me more pyramid bases in the desert because I want them.
I know exactly what you mean. And actually, I can see it now. May I present to you the egg prism?
I love it.
Is this what you were picturing?
Yes.
I really wish I had the technology to take that image and put it in my hand and rotate it around and present it to the internet. Like I have showed you my egg prism. Please respond.
I love your egg prism. You can put it away now. I have responded. Put it away.
Puts back in my pocket.
That is beautiful. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
No notes.
Thank you. The editor can attest it took me like 15 minutes. I worked very hard on this. Who's a freaking trapezoid?
A trapezoid? I would associate that with Amy because like her dress reminds me of a trapezoid.
But if you had to go beyond appearances.
Okay.
Here's my proposal. You remember that masochistic Zeddy? Can't remember his name.
I was just about to say, I love that you give the description and you can't remember his name because I don't.
No, not Yeti, Google. Zor is a trapezoid. And my reason for this is, actually, I don't really have a reason for it. I feel like the trapezoid in and of itself is a shape that represents the melancholy of life itself. You're not like any other shape. You've got too many angles to be a rectangle, too large an aspect ratio to be a square or a sphere. Granted, you could be rounded or chamfered or more dimensional, but if you gain any more dimensions, you become a prism of some sort. And if you get rounded, you're still a trapezoid. And a trapezoid just is the manifestation of a speed bump. They're just annoying. They're annoying for your car. They're annoying for the people around it when you drive over top of it. It can cause damage. Mm-hmm. What is more masochistic than driving head on into a speed bump? Like you're just asking for pain. Yeah. That's what Zor is.
You know.
A living speed bump.
At first, I was very confused by your logic, but I see it. You've created a very good case for Zor here. He wants to be an inconvenience to everyone's life.
Yeah, and he takes pleasure in it.
Yeah.
If that doesn't scream low-faring trapezoid, I don't know what does.
You know, I will give you full points for that.
Also, bonus point, have you looked at this guy's head? Looks kind of squished. Almost like a trapezoid kind of looks like.
It kind of does, yeah. Also, I need to get this one off my chest right now. Tails the fox, more like Tails the acute triangle.
He is kind of acute, ain't he?
He is a little acute. I think part of it is my brain. Like, I see a super simplistic version of his head, and I can only see it as, like, an acute triangle. So, like, that super stretched out part, like, that's his nose. You just put a little eye on it, give it a little ear. It's Tails' face.
Can you describe that again?
That long part, like, that's his nose. Then, like, maybe by, like, that middle point, a little higher up that put like a little eyeball, and then like closer to like where you drew like the little nose, just draw a little squiggle that's his mouth, and then just give him like a little ear right at the top of the at the top there.
And a little extra eye in there. We gotta get some.
Yeah, it's Tails. By the way, for the listeners at home, Cameron has drawn an acute triangle and has added bits to it, and now he has not only added an extra eye, which is not a part of it, but he has also drawn 2 more acute triangles to be his tails. It is very adorable.
I enjoyed the recursive aspect of this Tails design here. Not only do you represent Tails himself as an acute triangle, but the different pieces of him can also be represented as acute triangles. I like that. Actually, the eyes are not very triangular. Please allow me to fix that.
There we go. Triangle eyes. Beautiful.
Kind of triangles in a way, and these are kind of triangles, and those are kind of triangles, and these are kind of triangles, and these are kind of triangles, and oh, hold up. Triangles inside of triangles. Triangles inside of triangles. Yeah.
It's beautiful, but it's Tails.
It's not just Tails. It's triangles.
Triangles the Trox?
More like try again.
Oh no! Sonic! as Tails gets erased from existence.
just the slow like erasing, like Sonic.
Oh.
Yo, wait, werehog. More like Mobius strip.
Cameron has drawn a Mobius strip.
But it's got teeth and it's got claws. Don't forget the eyes. Eyes are good. Got ears. A little sharp. There we go. And what else does the werehog have? Am I missing anything?
Spiky feet, because he's got spiky
Oh,
shoes.
yeah, he's got spiky shoes. There we go. Just wearing cleats. Look, guys, it's Sonic the Weremobius. Say hi, Sonic the Weremobius.
It's just him screaming forever because the
It's
Mobius
just
strip.
perpetual screaming. If Sonic the Hedgehog is a Mobius strip, then Sonic the Werehog is a Mobius strip. And instead of gotta go fast, it's just the perpetual werehog scream.
Absolutely perfect. We should have hired a poet.
Do any of these shapes remind you of poetry? I've got one that reminds me of poetry. Have you heard of a triquetra?
No?
Are you familiar with Celtic knots?
Yes.
The triquetra. An arc, another arc.
Yeah, that does kind of look like a Celtic knot. Or like
How did I get here again?
3 footballs. You're saying that is what you would associate with a poet?
Yeah, that's poetry. Hold up a second.
Uh-oh.
Can you guess the character by the modifications to this triquetra?
Okay, so he's adding something to this quetra up. Oh, it's Tails, except he has 3 tails. Or it's Tails when he's flying.
It's Tails the triquetra. He's got 3 tails now.
Mutation's getting weird, Tails. He sprouted a 3rd tail, and now he's just...
In a way, it's kind of got Hyper Tails energy. By the way, not the hyper transformation. That's not what I'm talking about here.
No.
Hypersonic, Hyper Tails, and Hyper Knuckles have nothing to do with n-dimensional spaces, to my knowledge. Internet, feel free to correct me. I'm not a mathematician. I can't help but feel the same way now that I felt as a 10th grade trigonometry student. A whole world of shapes has opened up for me. And it just so happens that every single one of them are furry. Next time on the LoreX podcast, imaginary numbers and wave functions.
Yeah, make sure to do problems 1 through 5 in the textbook on page 27. You are allowed to write in the book, and you have to write in it. It can't have been someone else's. I know your handwriting.
And there will be a pop quiz Friday morning because I hate Fridays, just like my 3rd grade math teacher.